This is my oldest house inside of Adopt Me, and it features some of the oldest, rarest items that you can't obtain anymore. In today's video, I will be touring every single house that I have ever made. Starting off with McDonald's. Yeah, this house is absolutely insane. And when I say insane, I mean I had lost my mind while building this. You see, this was back in the day when Adopt Me building didn't really have many tips or tricks. And this was my attempt to make a plate of cookies by using donuts and glass bottles. Can't say it's my finest building life hack, but it did kinda work. I attempted to go and recreate McDonald's for some sort of roleplay video that I used to go and do. And well, as I mentioned, the old Adopt Me didn't have many building areas or things to go and build or decorate with, so this is kind of the extent of the McDonald's. It's not that great, but the rarest thing in here is this Christmas tree. You see, this is the 2019 Christmas tree, and if you want to go and clone it, it simply does not let you. This is actually, in fact, one of the rarest items in the game that you could possibly go and own. Why? Well, you can't go and clone it. And each tree was customized by each user. And the way that you customized the tree was by going and earning these little ornaments and placing it on the tree yourself. So your tree would look completely different than what my tree looks like, as it would completely depend on how many decorations you were to go and obtain. But in 2019, I got this tree, which is over 5 years ago. Which is absolutely insane to think that this little tree is 5 years old. Let's check out the rest of this house. It does say like this video if you read this. So if you're reading that, you better like the video. We literally just have a bunch of random stuff in here that has just randomly been placed. Like, I have no idea why this is in here. This is an expensive fountain and then just a bunch of bathtubs. I had no idea what I was doing back in the day. There's an upstairs. Let's go and check this out. We have like a green screen room which we can go and jump through, and maybe not. How do I get into my own room? I'm gonna press the sit button. I feel like that will get me in. Oh, okay, so I made like some green screen filming area. I actually don't know. I think I did figure out how glitch builds work for the first time, and maybe not. Let's go and free cam out of here. Yeah, this is the extent of my glitch builds, is that you can like sit on the outside and climb up the staircase and have like this little secret area. This is when glitch builds or exiting the building first existed, because remember 5 years ago you couldn't really build that much and not many people knew that you could kind of like escape out of the house, so this was to my extent of what it looked like. Up next is my party house. And honestly, I can remember building absolutely everything in this house. This was my fun house that I used to use for filming. It says, use star code candy when getting Robux. If you message me and I don't reply, I'm not ignoring it because I have lots of messages. This is a good piece of advice. If you're buying Robux or premium, make sure to use star code candy when purchasing. It helps to support my channel and you lose absolutely nothing, and Roblox just gives me a commission. Don't ask me for free things. People are selected at random to win a pet. That's also still true. I don't add friends, so follow me instead. This is my only account. I have no alts. Okay, so I do have a couple alt accounts, but I genuinely don't use them. But yeah, this is basically my only account. As for the rest of this, there's just a giant sign that says cookie. We have a donut making station. I used to love these donuts because it was like free food, right? I don't even know what the plate of donuts is, but we can go and brew a potion. But yeah, add strawberry icing. We need the donut first, and you can bake it. We go to piano. I thought I was so cool by like putting these little glass panels up and then putting these fun little decorations behind it. Now remember guys, again, this was built 5 years ago. There wasn't much stuff to go and build in the game. Like, there wasn't many themes. There wasn't much stuff to go and decorate. Because obviously every single time Adopt Me does an update, they bring out new stuff. Like every Halloween, they'll go and bring out more Halloween decorations. So this is kind of what I was working with. And again, I had to go and use like building techniques to make like a ghost. I think these are glass bottles with a tree to make a ghost, because there was no such thing as a ghost inside of Adopt Me at this point. We do have this giant boulder. I used to do this as like a little funny little thing. I'm not sure if I can even jump up there, but you can activate a boulder. You know what, let's just fly on this pet. I think this pet has fly on. Yeah, so you could activate this and just drop it on people. I thought that was so funny to just like drop a boulder on people. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but I did. And then we've also got these balloons which fly around, which I think is so fun. I think this is actually a really underrated item. You just activate it and then these balloons fly around your house. Like, how cool is that? That's very fun. So what else is here? Let's go and have a look. I can't remember exactly everything. We've got these rooms. I think I did decorate these myself. Obviously, I am not the most talented builder. Oh, there's my donuts. Let's go. I did like donuts. I liked all this candy themed stuff. And then we have 2 rooms in here. We got like a candy TV. Oh, like Christmassy. And then what's this room? Just straight up a toilet. You can use that, bro. Yeah, you can use that. So let's continue going around, checking up the upstairs. Now, there's something really exciting about this house, which is crazy. I used to use this as a grinding house. Now, what that means is that it has pretty much every single task that you need for a pet. So if we go and grab our pet, so we'll equip it, bring it back to us, we can see that it's got all these tasks. Let's go and click on the pet, choose a task. Pet me, sure, that one's a really easy task to go and do. But I designed this house so I could like use my like alt accounts and just hatch things or age things up. At this point, I was trying to make like tons of neons. Age up potions didn't exist, and it was just really hard to level up pets because you couldn't use age up potions, you couldn't like do family stuff, so, and there was less tasks. So what I did was I had every single thing. So there was like food here, water here, in case you're dressed up as a baby, so I could feed myself. Then all of these things to go and age up my pets, like beds, pianos. The only thing that they don't have is a toilet, because the toilet task did not exist at this point. And then we're going to sleep. And yeah, also the ride task didn't exist at this point, so I guess that's a new one as well. Then we got these money trees. I collected $0. Well, that's great. You can go and do some tasks while I go and show you the next bit. This is the AFK couch. If Cookie is down here, he is AFK. Yes, that would make sense. Now over here we have the exciting part. It says click E to get to the other side. Now what is behind here is some of the coolest things that I have used for content in a long time. I used to do so many crazy obbies and stuff, and this one is one of the craziest obbies you might ever see. So I used to do these like weekly live streams all the time, and this says obby starts here. What are the odds that I can actually successfully go and do this obby? It's very unlikely. Although I did build it myself. Yeah, I can't even do the first part, probably because of the propeller, but let's see if we can go and do this. It's a pretty fun obby. I did build this with somebody else. I think someone else built like all the beginning bit, and then I built the end. So someone built like this little axolotl. This whole thing has like little traps in it as well, and I would go and build the traps. So let's see if we can actually go and do this. Jump, jump, jump. Yeah, as you can see, we've got like little punching bags, and if you time it wrong, then you get punched off. And then over here, I have like the boulder, and I'd activate that to make people drop. Now this was a pretty fun obby. I'm gonna go and fly because I feel like this would take me a long time. You'd scale up this giraffe, go and do these tiny little jumps, jump on all of this, and if you fell, you'd have to restart. Now what I used to do was like a live stream, and then I'd have like 10 fans compete against each other in this obby, and whoever was the first person to go and complete the obby and get into this chair would get like a free legendary or some sort of prize. I have not done this obby for a long time. As you can tell, it looks very dated. Like, it doesn't look as professional as if I was to go and make an obby now. Because remember, I was a pretty bad builder at this point. Like, I was just placing these bricks without even thinking, and this is what it looked like. Overall, it's still pretty fun though. As for the other stuff on the top, this is all a glitch build. This is the heads or tails section. Now what that means is that everyone would pick a side, heads or tails. I've featured this concept in quite a few videos now. Basically, I will flip a coin, whatever side it lands on would fall to their doom. So say for example, it was tails, then yeah, as you see, my pet just vanished, and then we'll do it again. Bye bye. Tails never fails, but it does. So we're gonna try that again on this side. Yeah, so you see how it works. The humans would fall, last person standing wins. It'd be like 10 people. Then over here we have pick a color box and stand in it. If you fall, you're eliminated. Again, similar concept. I have a mystery wheel, and whatever the mystery wheel landed on, it would then like drop. So if the wheel landed on blue, anyone in blue would fall to their doom, just like my U-Star Code Candy pet did. And let's try this again. Let's do it on red and click stuff, and boom, they fall to their doom. This is a pretty cool house. lots of fun memories in building this. I remember so much of going and doing this. I don't know why this is here. Like, why is that right there? I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't be there. Like, that serves no purpose being there. I just wasted my bucks. Interesting. I feel like when I bought stuff and it just glitched out, it maybe went there. But let's go to the next house after I go and oof myself in the same way that anyone who lost the competitions would have done. Now, my next house isn't actually named. All I know is it's a tiny house. I feel like this could literally be empty, and I'd have absolutely zero idea. Well, let's go and check it out. It's red, and let's go and have a quick little look. Okay, so this house is completely random. Like, what have we got here? What happens when you tap 2 times on the live stream? You win or you lose. Prize equals a banana. Okay, so what I did, this was probably for a bunch of like YouTube shorts, or I did like a live stream where you could win prizes, and I wouldn't ever make anyone like pay, or like the picadors were a scam. So obviously I did the real version where you didn't have to give me anything. I didn't return. You'd literally just win free stuff, which I think was fun. This was normally used for like a YouTube short or something where I would get like a fan in, have them go and pick a door, and then they'd win like a dream pet, or they'd win a Robux legendary, or whatever the newest pet is. It's a pretty basic house though. I feel like there's not much to it. I guess this is literally just a pick a door house, even though you can't say the words pick a door anymore. So we're just gonna rename this as pick a door. Is that gonna hashtag potentially? No, it didn't. Up next is my mermaid mansion. I actually remember spending Robux to go and buy this house. I don't even know if you can still purchase this house, because obviously some houses are non-purchasable now. I feel like this might have got discontinued, but at the same time there's a chance it's still available. And let's have a look. I don't think you can buy it anymore, so let's go and see what we have here. Starting off, we have my attempt of building a shadow dragon. That's right, when I built this, let me point this out, we did not have like the button where it says small, medium, or large. We didn't have this, okay? Like the grid. It was just large. There was no such thing as a small grid. There was no such thing as locking furniture height. There was not this button. There wasn't cloning. There wasn't any of that. Because this was built, again, around 4 to 5 years ago. None of those building techniques existed. So to place these things was so difficult, which is honestly why this thing looks pretty ugly. Like, honestly, this thing, I'm not sure you could tell that this is a shadow dragon. Let's be honest. If I didn't tell you, would you have been able to tell? Oh, I tried. I used trees. I used text for the glowing eyes. These trees as a mouth. Bro, what was I doing? Obviously, we could make this look way better right now if we wanted to. Or by just clicking and dragging. Like, these little draggy things, that did not exist. Like, the upscale also did not exist. The undo button didn't exist. All of these things that are like such a useful tool for building now just didn't exist. So it was very difficult, as I said, to go and move things, to go and build things. Like, if I was to do this now, yeah, I'd put these little teeth so it was actually in the base of the mouth. Like, I'd know what to do now. I used to love these potions. I'd brew them all the time and then just trade them. I feel like that was an underrated skill, just making a ton of these potions and trading them. Again, we got use star code candy. Follow me on Roblox. That's actually my old username. My new username, for anyone wondering, is just the words CookieCutter. It did used to have the letters YT on the name, but I did change it because, you know, I didn't need it to say YouTube on the end if I already have this username, so it didn't make sense to have YT on the end. So we got rid of it. How long do these potions take? It takes 45 seconds. I wish it would tell you how long it is left on it, but that's okay. We'll check in on that later. This is the AFK chair to make pets. Again, this had like all of the task things that you needed to go and age up your pet. In fact, where is my pet? I should probably have one equipped so we can go and get like some bucks or something. We got a little DJ booth. Oh, there's a little secret bit. Let's sit here, you, and jump. Oh, I like this mini game. So this was a little game I did where I got my fans to go and play a game called Type What You See. Basically, what I would have is this board right here, and then I would go and click on it, and removed the board, and the first person to type what that emoji was would go and get a prize. I think it was a pretty fun thing. Obviously, people can now go and use free cam and technically like cheat and just go like this and be like, oh, it's a crown, I already know. But that was back in the day when free cam did not exist and people could not cheat in this. So there you go. It was a pretty fun thing. Here are some of them. So the first person to like type the word frog, they would have got a frog for free or sort of thing. Bit of a random challenge, but that was in part of the glitch build of this house. Let's continue to check out the rest of this. Let's see. We have this. This is a collab I did with some famous singer. At one point, I made like his little album cover. Through here, I still occasionally go and use this. This right here is a giant seating room. Some of these numbers are upside down or wrong because Adopt Me like hashtags the numbers. And that's why it says 188 instead of 18, because typing 18 gets hashtagged. Honestly, Adopt Me will hashtag practically anything at this point, and it would just do anything. So what I do here was I would just invite all of my fans to take a seat. I'd use a random number generator, and whoever was like sat in that chair would then go and get a prize. So say for example, I used the random number generator and it landed on 7. I'd find who is sat on chair number 7, and then give them a free legendary sort of thing. Let's see what the rest of this house is. We've got another AFK chair. Bro, I had a lot of mega AFK chairs. And wait, I'm making a mega Arctic. Oh, that's so cool. I was making a mega Arctic reindeer at that point, so that's fun. Pick a chair. I then choose a random number, and whoever is in it will win. Bro, I don't even know what that is. There is random letters hidden in the maze. Find all of them and decode it to win. Okay, so let's go and do this right now. So this is a pretty cool maze. Back in the day, I made this maze. It took me so long to go and make, because honestly, I would get lost in this thing all the time. Because, again, there wasn't like X-ray, there wasn't all those special building techniques that you can go and do now. So, for example, we found the letter E. Okay, let's see if we can actually decode this. I made this like 5 years ago or something, so let's fly around and see if we can actually go and do this myself. I. E and I. Okay, let's do the puzzle. E, I, and E. What did I spell? What includes those letters? Honestly, I don't know. That actually might be a bit of a challenge. It might be difficult. You know what? We're going to fly through the walls. We're just going to cheat this. As you can see, I'm already lost. E, I, A, I. What the? Alright, if you guys know what this is. Reindeer? Is that what it's going to spell? Potentially. I mean, that... Bro, I don't know what I spelled out. So if anyone knows, please let me know in the comment section what you think I spelled out using these letters. There was also like an upstairs to this. As you can tell, I built this a very long time ago. There's another letter here. Yeah, I got no idea what I was spelling at this point. Maybe it's just that old that I didn't know. And then all of this. Yeah, this is what it looks like from above. That's so crazy. Again, building tools did not exist. I wish they did. That's why these things are like all not level and kind of look crazy. But that's this house. I think it's a pretty cool house. And let's move on to the next one called My Scary House. I feel like that's the actual name of it. So let's go and check this one out. Again, I don't think I would have decorated this. I feel like this, I would just go from Halloween. I feel like it's the basic house. I wouldn't have decorated it. Stay out. Yeah, I think this is just the generic house. I honestly don't remember ever using this. I think I just purchased it during Halloween. And yeah, this pretty basic house. So let's move into the next one, which I actually can remember going and building on. Is the Cozy Cabin. Let's go and have a look. What is inside the Cozy Cabin? I can remember slightly what I did with this. Again, this might not be like fully decorated on the interior, but I remember going and using the ice skating area. So yeah, this is just the ice skating rink. But what's interesting is this chair. So this chair leads you to another chair where you then have to use like a fly pet. But what's good about this house is that it's got a really flat base on the top, which again, I would use for number seatings. I used to do tons of these challenges and people loved it. If you guys want me to bring it back, you can let us know in the comment section. And then we even had a game called The Wheel. where basically we'd have all of the first 1 to 12 numbers, and they'd sit on these little chairs, and again I'd spin a wheel, and whatever number was selected would go and win a pet. Or we do like a fashion show, like people would put their pet there, and we'd have people vote on what the best pet was, sort of situation. These were fun, and again, that's pretty much all this house was, like a big competition. So many of my houses, I build them for specifically for content. Like, I made this house just to give away pets and prizes to people. That was the sole purpose of this house. As for the next house, I feel like we're getting more into the modern stuff, because I used to use these other houses for practically everything. And I did trade a bunch of my houses away. In case you haven't seen already, I uploaded a video a couple weeks ago where I just traded away all my houses. Now this is the one I used to use a lot as well. And I did used to update this. We've got this, which is meant to be a bear coming out of ice. I didn't build this, I had someone clone this in. It did used to be better, and I did mess it up at one point trying to move something, so all of these pieces are meant to be like part of this somewhere. Like, I guess the mouth is a bit broken, but hey, it's a polar bear coming out of ice. What's that not to like? This house is honestly so strange. We have like a giant Santa Claus sculpture, which I think is quite fun. I mean, let's be real. His face is a little bit creepy. I don't know who built this. Again, I feel like this was cloned in by one of my friend builders, so thanks to them. And then the rest of this is used for content like split or steal, or this one is the last to leave the circle wins. I actually used this in a recent video, in case you haven't seen that one already. Last to leave the circle wins that dream pet. We did a competition. It was like how much Robux was an evil rock. I'm gonna let you guys guess in the comment section, 75 Robux or 150, and I will tell you in a little bit. So what else is here? We've got a ton of cubes here. I guess I was building some sort of obby. And then over here we have some questions. How many kittens does Cookie have? Okay, so my cats are now over 1 year old, so that's funny. But I have 2. I wonder when this was made, because that could have been referring to like my parents' kittens when I used to live with my family. I'm not sure. We got like some hidden letters. We got an ice cream waterfall. Love the ice cream and the candy. Again, there's like hidden letters. I do like a little treasure hunt. The first person to find all the letters would have got like a prize or something. I don't think there's much else like in terms of building. Oh, I found another letter. Wait, what does this say? Say free vampire to claim the winning prize. First person gets it. Oh, I think we literally gave away a free vampire dragon, the 1000 Robux Halloween pet. So I guess it is pretty old. I can't even remember what year the vampire dragon released. And for any of you guys who are curious, how much Robux was an evil rock? I believe it was 75. Pretty sure it's 75 Robux, and it was a pretty cool pet. So I did update this, and we have like my old Halloween costume. We got all these colorful versions. My old avatar before I had like the cookie face and stuff. I used to have this pretty cool looking mask. And then I made all of these other variants, which in case anyone wants to buy these, you can just buy them on the Roblox website. In fact, this item isn't even on sale, so I'm going to go and put that on sale right now. Let's see how much that would actually cost. Non-limited item. It actually costs 1,500 Robux to go and purchase. That's a lot of Robux. I'd actually lose money by going and doing this, because basically no one buys this stuff. You know what, if I get like 20 people in the comment section say to upload the pink tiger so you can wear it in any Roblox game, then I will go and upload it. So let me know in the comment section, and if enough people say it, then sure, I'll go and spend the 1,500 Robux to go and upload this lovely pink cookie outfit. But if you want to go and buy it, just search tiger eating cookie head, or just search my username, and then you can just see what sort of outfit I'm wearing, and you could probably just buy everything I'm wearing. So just click on the jacket, and then you can buy it from my group, for example. The Space Fleet house, I don't even think I actually like built anything on these. I bought a bunch of them so I could go and get the Capricorns. VIP house, again, this is when like the VIP house originally came out. I don't think I would have built anything in this or customized it at all. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, this is just the default VIP house. So it's a little bit boring. We're just going to rename it as VIP. We have the Queenslander house. I don't think I would have built in most of these houses. Maybe this tiny house will be built, because if not, why did I buy another tiny house when I have so many of them? Let's have a look if there's anything in this. If not, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, this is just an empty tiny house. So we're going to write empty tiny house. So I know. This one's called the Guess the Pet. Oh, I remember this one. This is a very, very cool house. I'll probably use this again in an upcoming video. Wait, it's a race house? Okay, I guess that does make sense now, to be fair. It spawns you in, and it's like a quiz. I used to do this all the time. I think it was a really fun quiz, sort of like decorated house. It's very satisfying. When did the Ocean Egg come out? 2021. How many bucks is the Abyssinian cat? So it has all of these quizzes, all of these questions, like how much Robux was the Frost Dragon. Then the house is like got all of these themes and decorations. Again, I didn't build this. I had someone go and build this for me, some very talented builder. So that was pretty cool to go and see. And then this one, how much Robux was the Candy Cannon? 2,000. I thought it was 4,000, to be fair. Did I make that wrong? I think it was 4,000, not 2,000. I don't know. But as we can see, this is a very cool stylized house. It has a ton of things, and in case you want to see it from above, let me go and show you how interesting this is. Because each of them is a different room. This is like the starting room. So the second you walk through the door, it brings you into this little bit full of all of these cookies, which are way better than the cookies that I built at the beginning of this video. If you're to compare, yeah, that's how much Adopt Me has improved since on the building side, because my building was terrible. So as you can see, we've got these little colored doors. It leads into separate rooms. If you get it right, you continue into the next room sort of thing. We've got all these tiny little trees. That's so funny, because obviously this house is flooded with trees, and I had to go and like shrink them all, because going and cloning this in, I think that's what happened. We had this cloned into this house. That was before you could go and trade houses, because trading houses wasn't always an option. People would have to like add you onto their friends list or add them into your family, add a bunch of like bucks to your builder tool, and then have them clone it, delete it, and then paste it into your house. It's a little bit complicated. It went wrong a lot of times. Sometimes it would just get like pasted into the completely wrong location sort of thing. But overall, this is a very fun house. I completely forgot that I own this, and I always mean to go and use it for a video. The expandable dino house, again, I can't remember half of these. Figure Island. I know what this one is. This one's cool. Now, what is the Figure Island? Again, a talented builder had gone and replicated my avatar at the time. It's pretty much my avatar now, to be fair, and it looks like this. And it's me eating a cookie. I think the cookie did like mess up a little bit when I scaled something, but there is a bigger version over here where the cookie's fine. And there you go. I think this is really fun. This is a replica of myself, which is very nice to see. Let's go into this house and actually change the light into day. There we go. The reason it was nighttime is because I remember going and using this to go and film a video with I Am Sana, where she did like some sort of obby, and it was like, who could make the best obby in 20 minutes sort of challenge. I made this obby for Sana to go and compete in. She hates bananas, so I made everything like yellow. I made a pretty difficult obby for her to go and do. This is what it looked like, and that was in a video on I Am Sana's channel, which was pretty cool to see. And yeah, I don't think I've used this house for anything else apart from building the obby. There's this giant black screen, which I don't know what this is. I think something was cloned into this. Yeah, is this the same as the other thing? Like the same house, just cloned in? Sometimes cloning, as I said, does go wrong, and somehow all of this is cloned into here, which I don't necessarily know why. Also, why is this underwater? I guess that's the only way to get like this water tub thing, is by doing it like this. I don't know. I guess we've seen behind the scenes of how they make this, which is pretty cool. And this fin is from what? Like a a sleeping bag or something. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I've got no idea. If you guys know what this thing where the crown is, then you can let me know. Is it a pet bed? I feel like there's a chance it's a pet bed, but because it's also squished and like upside down, I just can't visibly tell. As for my other houses, build a racing house. I never got around to that. My soccer stadium, this one's just called trade it. Oh, it's because you can't do anything. This one is called the rarest items. I feel like I'm going to do a video where I try and trade some of these. So if you want to see a video where I go and trade some of my rarest houses, or rarest items from my house, like all of the items in here are discontinued in the same way that the Christmas tree at the beginning of this video was discontinued. All of these items in here, you can't go and buy. The only way to get it is through cloning. So I feel like that might be an interesting video. If you want to see the rest of my houses, get this video to 1,000 likes, and I'll do a part 2 where I go and show you the rest of my houses. Because if not, this video will be like 10 years long. Because yeah, I got a ton of houses, and some of these are absolutely crazy. So if you do want to see the rest of them, then make sure you like this video, and if you enjoyed it, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1.1 million subscribers, so you should subscribe right now. Press the button on the screen right now to go and watch another Roblox video that I think you're gonna love to go and watch next. So please, if you enjoyed this one, press the button on the screen to watch this one next.